Welcome to Coach's Corner, Cavs fans. As we enter Week 9, and we will review Week 8 versus Versailles and look to the Friday night game at Anna. So let's back up and look at the Versailles game. It was a victory for the Cavs, and a good victory. It was 14-7. Versailles was playing for their playoff lives and still have a shot if they can beat Minster this week. And I'm not sure how that'll get them going there in the final week. So they still do have a shot at getting in. So like I said, it was 14-7, really a kind of a back and forth game. I felt like our defense really, and especially in the second half, played really well. We only gave up 98 yards rushing, I think, for the game, and a couple hundred passing, but several of those, not several, but a few of those were big plays that we need to work on and try to prevent those big long plays. Offensively, we actually ran the ball really well. I think we averaged 6.5, 7 yards a carry and 6 for 10 passing, but unfortunately we didn't finish again. And so that's a little frustrating. We did have one touchdown called back on a motion penalty, which was I don't know. It was a close call. We had a long punt return that would have got us back to the 5-yard line, and we fumbled a punt. So we had our opportunities to really maybe jump on them early and get a comfortable lead, but we didn't take advantage, and so it turned into a heck of a battle. We did cause a couple turnovers. They were down inside the 20, I think, inside the 15 maybe, and we caused a fumble and recovered that in the first half. So they're looking at it the same way, maybe that they had some opportunities, but 14-7, and again, like I said, the defense really came through at the end, and really in the second half we really shut them down, and we made enough plays. Neil Mullenkamp had a really good day running the ball for 100 yards, and Dylan had 70, I think, again, and Zach Klosterman made some really nice catches. The first touchdown was a long catch, and then he made a huge catch on a scramble play early in the second half, and then we scored the next play on a nice run by Dylan, about a 35-yarder. Welcome Brad Gear came back and played really well on offense. Made a couple key runs and one key screen catch to keep that drive alive. I think I was in the same drive when we scored in the second half. So good to have Brad back. Moving on to Anna. A preview of Anna. They're another team that's I think 8th in the region right now. So they're looking to seal the deal here to get them in the playoffs with a victory over us. They came in with really a pretty young team, 5 or 6 senior starters, but and a lot of young guys. They've had some good tough games. They beat Delphus a couple weeks ago. They have struggled a little bit against Marion and St. Henry. They lost 2 in overtime, double overtime, I think, a couple weeks ago. So they played some good teams and had some good wins. So they'll be excited about it. They'll be pumped up. Offensively, they run a spread offense, I guess similar to ours in some ways. They have a big old tight end. He's really not in a tight end position, but looks like a tight end at wing that they run the ball to a lot. They have a running back that has almost 900 yards. Their quarterback returned a couple weeks ago, so he was hurt early in the year, so he does all right throwing. But really, the running back and they throw some good quick routes that they take advantage of. Defensively, they're a mirror image of Minster. So they play that 3-5 defense with 3 deep typically, and change it around a little bit, and then blitz sometimes. So hopefully we can exploit some of those things and really get us on track. And I would say the keys to victory this game would be we got to finish and make some touchdowns. That's been frustrating for us. Excuse me, these last couple of weeks that we're not finishing the drives and getting touchdowns. So obviously, we in order to win this game, we're going to have to score a few. Defensively, really try to mix things up and get our guys moving and prevent those big plays. That's been getting us all year, to be honest with you, giving up big plays, especially in the passing game. So those would be the key to victories for us. We play at Anna, 7:30 start. Playoff picture looks good for us. We're definitely in, and probably unless something really crazy happens, we're probably going to host a game. If we win tomorrow, we'll definitely be hosting, or Friday, definitely be hosting a game the way it looks right now, I guess on paper right now it would be Cincinnati-Aiken. But you never know. If Versailles can win this week, and Salina is a big game for Versailles. If they could beat Kenton, that gets them a few extra points. Division 3 extra points. So that could really help them get in the playoffs. So we're feeling pretty good right now. We got some guys a little bit banged up. Patrick Klosterman at this point will miss the game, and so he's a huge part of our defense, making lots of plays and lots of tackles. Other than that, we got guys with some bumps and bruises, but we feel like all those guys are going to play this week. So really appreciate those of you who tune in and watch the highlights and watch cavfootball.com, because there's a lot of good stuff on there with all the records and the videos and the pictures and so much on there that really makes our program, makes it a part of the class program that we're running here, and getting all that kind of stuff. It's fun for people to see that maybe don't get to see it. So hopefully you can make the game. If not, tune in next week, and hopefully the Cavs will come out with a win and have that last 10th game at home versus Delphus St. John's.